What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Left Black. My name is Kevin Cox. I am your host. So, look, I got a little bit of economic news. I want to talk about jobs report coming out of the Biden administration for January. Let's check it out.
The latest jobs report was a shocker even for the experts, with double the expected growth in hiring. ABC's Alexis Christophers is here now to break it all down. Good morning, Alexis.
Good morning, Gio. You're right. That blockbuster jobs report even took many Wall Street pros by surprise. The economy added 353,000 jobs in January, twice as many as expected. The unemployment rate held steady at 3.7%. Job gains for November and December were also revised upwards, meaning more jobs were added in those months than previously thought. All this despite higher interest rates. Economists say the hot jobs report throws cold water on the idea of a March interest rate cut from the Federal Reserve. If the Fed makes it cheaper to borrow money too quickly, it risks a run-up in consumer spending on things like homes and cars, and that could spark a rebound in inflation, just as prices are cooling off. Once again, workers' wages outpaced inflation, rising 4.5% compared to a year ago, giving consumers more buying power. That hiring boom, it took place across a bunch of different industries, led by professional and business services, healthcare once again, retail and government. The hiring spree comes even as other industries like media and tech get hit with major layoffs. Companies including Amazon, Microsoft and Google are tightening their belts after record hiring during the pandemic. Those high-profile job cuts are now starting to chip away at workers' confidence. The number of Americans quitting their jobs is now at the lowest level in 3 years. Guys?
All right. It is so good to see people getting those much-needed jobs. Alexis, thank you for
Bro, get out of here. It's so good to see people getting those much-needed jobs. I want to look at the numbers and see what kind of jobs these are. Are they counting gigs? Are these part-time jobs? Are these full-time jobs that are paying a living wage? Like these aren't executive jobs. These aren't management jobs that are skyrocketing through the roof. These are minimum wage jobs that cannot pay their rent. If they don't make enough money to work 40 hours a week and afford a place to stay, then I don't want to hear about those jobs. I just don't want to hear about them. So, I mean, hats off to Joe Biden for having an economy that made 353,000 jobs. But the billion dollar question is, what is the economic meaning of this jobs report? And that is yet to be seen. So, look, right now, I'm a trucker. In the trucking industry, we're gainfully employed. There's jobs all the time. Meanwhile, they'll call you and tell you don't come into work today. They'll tell you, hey, look, if you want to keep your job, you got to go to nights. They'll tell you, you know what, you can work today, you're off tomorrow, and the next day you're going to work crazy hours because they're going to limit the amount of overtime hours you have. Or if you work overtime at the beginning of the week, they'll send you home on Friday, which may be cool the first weekend, right? But after a while, it starts to add up. Like, dude, just because I had a long day, now you're sending me home. So all that overtime money that I would have been enjoying is gone, or that pressure of if I don't go to nights, and they're you make more money per hour if you work nights. Yeah, great. How's that work out for families? What are the real ramifications of a job report like this? What are the real ramifications? And you heard what they were saying. We don't want to lower interest rates because they may buy homes or take out loans, and then there'll be a run on inflation again. Now, what you're doing is you're saying you don't want us to buy homes. Whenever it's beneficial for multi-billion-dollar corporations to borrow money, hey, okay, let's do it. But when we may take out loans, pump your brakes. So I'm watching your Biden campaign or Biden administration. I'm watching you. And Democrats, you ought to give us a better option. Give us a better option. This is why I'm independent. So overall, of course, I like jobs, but I don't like jobs at all costs. You know what I mean? We want good living wage paying jobs. So I want to see a report about that. Did the amount of jobs that pay a living wage, that pay well above, the amount that people can afford to have a decent apartment or buy a house, did those numbers go up? What percentage are those up over last year? And that's going to take a longer study. So don't just take these numbers at face value and just run with it. All right. That's all I got for this one. This has been another episode of Left Black. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.